Gervonta Tank Davis confirmed for June 22nd. Frank Martin, Houston, Texas, Benz and Lexus, probably on the freeway driving reckless. Man. We in the building for that one. David Benavidez on the undercard. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that in the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday morning is 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I ask that you join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the videos and live streams that we're doing. Hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Listen, bro. Everything bigger in Texas, man. Gervonta Tank Davis is reportedly making his way down here to Texas, going to Houston, Texas, to fight Frank Martin. This makes sense in so many ways, and I'm going to explain to you why. Number one, just the city of Houston, close to Dallas, close to San Antonio, huge fight state in Texas. And putting it in the Toyota Center where the Houston Rockets play basketball is just a good move, and it's going to put Tank Davis in position to break another record. The live gate with him and Frank Martin will wind up breaking the Toyota Center live gate record for an event that's not a basketball game. When you look at, just like he did at the Barclays Center, just like he did at the Washington Wizards basketball stadium, I forget what it's called, but him and Hector broke a record right there in D.C. Him and Frank are going to break a record. So it makes sense for that. The live gate, they going to put, whatever that capacity is, they filling that bitch up. Best believe that. Number two, though, just Tank Davis's demographic and the type of person that he gravitate to, it's a lot of that demographic in Houston. It's urban. Black American fight fans with the drip, the cars, you know what I'm saying? Just the design, the shit. Like, it's a lot of that in Houston, bro. It's a lot of that in Houston. That's why Tank Davis, I forgot who he fought in Atlanta, bro. Y'all gonna make me look this shit up, bro. That's why his fight that he had a fight in Atlanta that did real well. And it was when he wasn't the live gate did real well. It was when he wasn't the name that he is now. When he fought Barrios in Atlanta, that did real well. That crowd, that venue was crazy. And it's because that same type of demographic, Houston got a lot of that. Obviously, you got the down south rappers out of there, man. Trey the Truth, you got Zero, you got Lil Flip, you got so many Houston legends in the rap game and hip hop culture that's gonna probably pull up and pop out to that fight. Slim Thug, you know what I'm saying? Chamillionaire, Paul Wall, bro. It's just it's like that in Houston, right? And then all the people from Dallas, easy for us to get down I-45 South to the fight. So it's a great location, and the venue gonna be packed. So that's one reason that it's good, because of the type of demographic that you're looking to attract. With a Tank Davis, Frank Martin fight, it's a lot of that demographic in and around Houston, Texas. And Texas just love fights in general. We got fights in San Antonio all the time. Shit, Jared Anderson, Big Baby got a fight in Corpus Christi later on this month. So it's a good location. The other reason that it's a good location, because of Tank Davis's opponent, his promoter, one of the biggest names in boxing, Earl Spence Jr., has a good name in Texas. Obviously, he repping Texas. Raised in Dallas. He wasn't born in Dallas, but he raised in Dallas, Texas. Frank Martin being signed to him, that gives him ties to Texas, and people are going to show up to support Earl Spence's fighter. A lot of Frank Martin fans right now are Frank Martin fans because of Earl Spence. And then once they get to know Frank Martin, see Frank Martin fight, they become Frank Martin fans. But a lot of Frank Martin fans were introduced to Frank Martin by way of Earl Spence, by way of Derrick James. So this fight in Texas, because of the opponent, because of the type of person, the type of person that they're looking to buy tickets to this fight, the type of demographic that they're selling this fight to, Houston, Texas makes all the sense in the world, bro. It makes all the sense of the world when you're dealing with a fighter in Tank Davis, going to Atlanta, going to the Barclays, going to DC, being in LA, being in Vegas. He showed that he gonna sell anywhere. But then you put him in Houston, where his opponent's gonna have ties there, and you looking at the same type of demographic that he attracts a lot of Tank Davis fans, or his fans because of his story. They're his fans because of his come up and how he came up. It's a lot of those types of individuals in Houston. So this event will probably get a lot of support being in Houston. Now, will the bright lights be too much for Frank Martin? That's something that we have to discuss. I don't know how Frank carries himself. I think he'll fight well. I think he'll rise to the occasion. But we do have to have it documented that them bright lights ain't for everybody. It's one thing when you the co-main and you the main event on just a regular old card. It's another thing when you the co-main and main event on a pay-per-view card. It's something totally different when you the main event and you got Tank Davis across from you. Them people going crazy for him. Them people coming there to see him knocking your ass out. When he hit that ring walk, and that ring walk hit different and the crowd start yelling and shit. When y'all get in the middle of an exchange and they roaring and shit, and it's mainly for him and waiting on him to turn up on your ass, and the crowd feeding off him and he feeding off of the crowd. People can get in them moments and throw they whole shit away. Hector Garcia got in that moment. He said, "Fuck it, let's get it cracking." Ryan Garcia got in that moment and said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go right at him." Got his ass put down in the second round, bro. Shit hit a little different. Rolly, same thing. I'm just going at him. People getting these moments against Tank and they discipline go out the window, bro. And their ability to think in this moment. The crowd going crazy. They playing the hip hop and shit. You look over there, you might see a Bun B. Shit, you look over there right there, you might see a little flip. You know what I'm saying? You look right there, Megan Thee Stallion might pull up on you. Shit, Beyonce and Jay-Z might be right there because she from Houston and she wanted to take a trip home to see the Tank Davis fight. Like, bro, shit might just hit a little bit different for old Frank. And I can't wait to see if he can stand up to it, because we already know that Tank Davis can. We've seen him in big fights and big moments, and that experience speaks volumes. That's an advantage that he's going to have over every opponent that he faces here moving forward. He going to always be their biggest crowd, their biggest stage, their most coverage that they done ever had in their career. And for him, it's going to be no different. Tank Davis ain't getting no more coverage fighting Frank Martin than he got fighting Ryan Garcia. After he get done fighting Frank Martin, if he's able to beat him, and let's say he fights Shakur Stevenson, he ain't getting no more coverage. The crowd ain't getting no bigger. The stage ain't getting no bigger than what it was when he fought Frank and when he fought Ryan. Like, he going to have 15, 20,000 people in whatever arena that he fight. The crowd going to be going crazy. The expectations on him going to be the same. The interview requests from people that want to interview him going to be the same. The cameras in his face for the media workout, ain't none of that shit changing for him. It's always changing for his opponents, though. And so, does he have an opponent across from him and Frank Martin that's going to get down there to Houston, see all them celebrities, see the crowd going crazy, see everybody in that bitch, and then shit, that's not to mention the fighters. If Jamal Charlo and Jamel Charlo ain't on the card, they going to be in the stands. If that Premier Boxing Champions roster ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying, in the card, there's going to be a lot of them in the stands. Them legends, them Ray Leonards, them Mike Tysons, they pulling up. Them type of names, them Manny Pacquiao, bro, they pull up to Tank fights, bro. Will Frank be able to hold up to that in Houston? So, man, I'm excited for this. I'm popping out to this one, got to, you know what I mean? And I can't wait to see just how the stadium is, because if it's the type of atmosphere I expect it to be, bro, she gonna have a different type of vibe, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.